Go. All right. Well, welcome to yet another. What are we now? Is this episode 12, 13? I think it's 13. Harambedome this season. Co-host,
Yeah,
save me, help me.
yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah. Well, as we've navigated through getting everyone on the pod at least once, and hopefully we're trying to put some plans together towards the tail end here with guests. We're getting a few that our faves back for some pod eppies here, and we have a guest. So go ahead and introduce yourself, guest, even though you've been on before.
Yeah, I was on once, but it was with a lot of other people. I kind of got overshadowed. It's me, James Wardle. Hey guys,
Portal, welcome back,
Wardle.
dude.
I'm bringing my same energy.
I'm actually really glad that we could get you on a solo one this time because I feel like we just didn't get your voice so much in the last one.
Yeah, just mainly my queefs. Oh, JK, fuck Wardle. It's your boy.
Oh shit!
It's your boy.
Oh my god,
Teddy
you got me.
boy.
I had no idea this was coming. This is the biggest surprise of my life.
Dude, I was using his IP address. Y'all like, oh, that was the long con, baby.
Wow. You know, it's funny because LeBron called me earlier and he's like, "Hey, later tonight, just watch out. Someone's gonna not be who you think they are."
No way.
Yeah.
On?
What?
How did
Yeah.
he know? How did he know that?
I don't know, dude. That guy's magic.
Jeez. Wait, is this Loesch in the chat here? In the feed? No. Oh no, I'm mistaken. That's not him. He's not crashing again. Okay, we're good. Thought it was him for a second too.
Could you imagine trying to ascend?
Can you ascend into a loser's bracket?
I wish he would have ascended this week and fucking saved me a little bit. But so it goes.
So it goes. Now it's in your own hands. Well, yeah. Actually, on that note, a fantasy football note, let's jump right into the week. So we're here. So actually, first of all, the trade deadline passed at noon today. No more trades. For the rest of the season.
Oh, that was at noon?
I was at noon today. Yep.
Oh,
Dude, me and
Deadline's
what
done.
the fuck? Me and
Dude,
Jordan
that
literally had a trade.
blockbuster.
Dude, we had a trade cooked up for the fucking pod. Are you
Wow.
fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally
He was gonna-
wasn't 12 o'clock.
Dude.
12 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I totally didn't change it to avoid yet another on the pod live trade.
That
Oh my
would be something you would do because I was about to get Aaron and he was
You-
about
and
to
I
get
was about
Hurts
to
and
get
Jefferson.
yeah. Fuck.
Damn. Hurts and Jefferson for Aaron.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I got high hopes for him coming back from this injury.
Watson said it was an even trade.
Aaron off the Perkies, you can't beat him.
If
and the
Watson
Bears.
says it's an easy an even trade, then you can't deny Watson, right? Right?
Hell no.
That's fair. Well, that said, we're down to the final 2 weeks of the regular season, and it is just as much of a fucking jumble as it always is, boys. We got how many 6-6 teams? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a 5-7 team, and we've got a 4-8 team with 2 weeks that's technically still in here in that kind of competition. I mean, this just is coming down to that point in the season again, like it always seems to do, where we're gonna need Ted's expertise in the figuring out the tiebreaker to actually figure out what's going on. But we're here. So let's throw a recap into week 12. Anyone want to guess? You want to start with your big loser of the week?
All right. Yep. My loser of the week is going to be none other than the, dare I say, descended Loesch.
Oh,
So I'm gonna pick Loesch because we're talking about the big bottleneck in the standings right now, and this L, which it wasn't by a ton, so it was kind of a heartbreaker. And then doesn't it hurt to watch Loesch's heart get broken? It was as if Follow Spike gave him a measly thigh touch. But yeah, so that moved Loesch to 4-8. If he had caught that dub, he would have been 5-7, tied with Jordan. And I wonder, maybe it's a little different because it's looking at the end, but Jordan at 5-7 is a 44% playoff, and Loesch at 4-8 is a 5%. It's probably not like super even. Like if he had been 5-7, who knows what his percentage would have been, but would have been a lot higher than 5. So that's pretty much, not looking good for him. So that was kind of a must-win game. So now he's, I'm guessing, pretty much resigned to the losers bracket. If Harambe's will be done, I don't know if there's much. I was gonna say it would have been fun to make fun of him for making a mistake with his lineup, but I don't think there's anything he could have done. So just a tough L. Might have some. Have we ever discussed? It could have been bad omens brought from having Carson Wentz left on his IR.
I wonder.
Oh wow, he is on his IR. Why is he not just out of there?
Don't you keep a backup QB on your IR while you have Geno and Tom Brady? And Mariota.
I've never done that, but and Mariota. Wow, he's rostering 4 quarterbacks right now, and he pays for each of them days after the waiver.
That's when the bidding war starts, you douche. Don't trash him for that. Well, really, Loesch would have been thrashed if Follow Spike started Herbert. So Follow Spike just gave him a little taste of freedom and yanked it right back. So yeah, Loesch, which I guess, CMC only had 8 points. That's tough. Kelsey with 13.7 is tough to say, but that's kind of a down week. But yeah, just a tough L. And like me, he's got to prepare for the losers bracket.
Yeah, and he's got to prepare to answer for how Kanye crept into his Spotify rap top 5 as of the last few months.
Yeah, he's got to answer for the fact that he posted that anyway.
That's true too. And that his top artist is who? Actually, I'm trying to be more positive. So great top 5, Loesch.
I'm just not man enough to post mine.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Peep at 2. You're not even gonna let Peep get the number 1 spot. That's fucked up.
That is. Is it really R.I.P. Lil Peep if you're not only listening to Lil Peep?
And
doesn't Lil Peep have like 4 songs?
I don't know, but it definitely is a tease for an R.I.P. Little Peep to not have. It's like insulting to put him up there as number 2.
He got famous for writing Lil Bo Peep, right?
I'm gonna be honest. Looking at this, I know obviously Sinatra. I don't think I've actually heard a Peep song. And Kanye, I don't even associate with that guy anymore.
I remember Peep from that one. I think I saw his music video. It was on his boy's Insta Live or something.
Oh yeah, dude, he was slumped. Peep was fucking slumped.
And dude, can you believe how? Dude, who would have? Oh my god! Imagine having Cherry Wine in your top songs and it's not even by Hozier.
I don't even know who Hozier is, and I definitely don't know whoever.
He's the Take Me to Church dude, I think, right?
He might be.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't know whoever the fuck little indie Seattle band that Loesch came up with that sings that song.
Oh, Grant Perez?
Yeah, some dude he fucking met at a coffee shop and gave a little smooch to.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think he gave him a? Do you think Loesch sipped his cherry wine? Do you think he popped? Do you think he popped his cherry wine?
That is more likely than just sipping.
I just feel like him replying the no with the period implies that Tuck should know who Grant Perez is when none of us know who Grant Perez is.
Dude, he's got like 2 million monthly listeners. You have to know who he is.
That sounded. I thought he crashed the pod for a second.
Yeah, no, I've been working on that. McCall Bezos one of these days as Loesch and just, give him some of my ideas.
This is.
Wait, can we talk about? Okay, well, Bezos. First, we got to call Bezos to erase Loesch's criminal record with all those inappropriate emails he was sending.
Yeah, I never. We never really dug too deep into that. Is he
No.
sexually harassing coworkers?
Well, JV and I could never get verification. It kind of just left off with him saying he can't talk about it, and we didn't press. But
But the
Oh,
thing
he
that
can't
sounds
talk
like
about
joking. That sounds joking, but then I actually think he was serious.
that's the problem I was having. It does sound like a joke, but it's also Loesch. So
Yeah, this is the
Very
guy that
possible.
has engagements and girls don't know that they're his girl. He's a
Dude,
very mysterious feller,
he-
or at least tries to be.
I just sent the Grant Perez, and he actually, for such a Grant Perez stan, he spelled it wrong. I'm pretty sure when he
it's Grant.
Yeah, dude, that's
not
great.
Grant Perez. So he actually
Oh,
spelled
wait.
it wrong.
Oh shit!
Oh, he was talking Grant. Oh, dude, I know. Come on, everybody knows Grant. This is good.
Yeah, if he had just said Grant Perez, I would have known exactly who he was talking about.
Wait.
Or just simply Grant. I know exactly who Grant is.
This Grant dog.
Grant dog.
No, but looking at this picture, that he probably did meet this guy in a fucking coffee shop somewhere in Seattle.
Based on this pic, I think the expression on his face means that Loesch is eating that bussy from the back.
This is the face that Grant gave Loesch when he said he fucks dogs rather than eat them. Like, what? You do what?
Oh, yeah. What a mess. Well, maybe he was harassing Grant. Maybe that's part of the whole coworker thing.
I don't know, but yeah, we need to dig deeper into that.
No doubt. Yeah. But
I
actually,
figured he was like meat spinning his coworkers or doing some like what inappropriate shit is he sending. And of course he's doing it with like a work email. What a dude. Maybe he was like posting vids of him. Oh my god, you know what he's probably doing? Do you think he was don't Amazon workers like piss in bottles and shit? Do you think he was making Amazon Jankum?
Amazon Jankum. That would be
Honestly, that would be.
realistic.
I think that's too industrial.
Hey, you breaking up there a little bit? You good?
No, I'm just having a seizure.
But is making Jankum too much of a tangible skill?
Yes,
Probably. Yeah.
that's exactly correct.
Yeah, and speaking on all this, I agree. I agree. That's a good loser of the week to pick. He had a chance, and I actually just looked at the standings too. I think the reason he's so low compared to Jordan, with just the win apart, is that Jordan still has a chance to hit 7 wins, which could put him in there, which is not like. But where we're at here with Loesch is the most he can get is 6, and there's already a 6. There's already a 6 in the losers bracket, so. Some crazy tie shit would have to happen for him to even make it. I think that's why he's at 5. So,
wait, what podcast are we on? I thought we were on Talking Loesch.
Well, we can keep talking Loesch. We can make it Talking Loesch.
No, okay.
We get taken off of YouTube immediately.
Or you could bring back Talking Dome. Short-lived RIP Talking Dome.
Well, my co-host is now a permanent host. That'd be like if Chris Hardwick was on The Walking Dead. He can't be the host of The Talking Dead after that.
Yeah, that makes
Dude,
sense.
Talking Dome went crazy.
Dude, the takes.
And
The
the
takes
lore that
on
we
the
dove
takes.
into.
What'd you say?
The lore we dove into.
So much lore. Oh my god. Could you imagine if we knew about Grant back then?
Don't get me started. We would have had him on the pod.
Yeah, this guy keeps texting me that he's my number one fan.
Because he falls asleep with cherry wine on repeat.
This Grent to Loesch is what who was that dude? Bryce something that Sean was like trying to blow 24/7.
Bryce Vine was good. He's good. He fell off, but he was good. Hey, I don't fucking. Hey, let's not go there.
Oh, I'm gonna tweet him. Maybe he'll answer me.
Maybe he'll be the homecoming.
He went to USF's homecoming after I blew up his fucking Twitter, so I take credit for it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
That's
You're
good.
taking cred.
I'm taking credit, and I didn't even get to go to it because I graduated. It was the year after.
Judy Genshaft just rolling over in her grave. He was probably like, "Hey USF, what's up?" Hopefully he said USF and not UCF. Like I feel like somebody did. USF, what's up? Where's my boy Sean? I'm here because of you, dog.
And then no one. And you didn't even go.
I didn't because I asked him during senior year, and then I fucking graduated, and then he went. So.
Oh, what? You're not gonna go back and act like a fifth-year senior?
Dude, I should. I mean, fifth-year seniors. That's cool shit.
You know what's not cool?
Well,
being the king. Go ahead.
Yeah, because before we move on, I just wanted to say you were spot on in the whole 2 million monthly listeners thing. Because that's exactly what Grent Perez has. Is 2 million.
No, yeah, I looked that up prior.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, to find out who the fuck little indie, no-name, hipster shit Grent Perez was.
Okay, true. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you just demolished my beautiful segue. But my loser of the week is King of the West. He had a chance to cement not only the fact that he got absolutely walloped, just demolished,
by Josh.
Just shit on. His mouth opened, turds down his throat. But also the fact that he had a chance to cement himself into that playoff bracket, essentially, with 7 wins. But now, with the way things are, if I get a win this week, I have a chance to beat him in we play the last week of the season. Just things are a lot more shaken up now that he took this L. More people are at 6-6. It's not like his team did terrible, but he's still the loser of the week just because he got absolutely shit on and just made things a lot more complicated for himself getting into the playoffs.
Hey, can I actually throw in on that real quick? Because I agree, especially because this was a chance for him to take back his own Wardussi and could not do it.
No way!
I didn't even think of that.
Bob was the Wardussi connoisseur, went up, and this actually kills one of my icy hots, but he was the Wardussi connoisseur, had a chance to get his own Wardus back, and fucking Va just munched. Fucking munched.
Hey, maybe Va's good at it.
Imagine if he accidentally got a little icy hot on the Wardussi. He'd be fucking squirming.
Yeah, that. Although, you ever put a little icy hot on the old Kiwi bag?
I'm looking. There's probably no way he. Yeah, Va's score was too high, but if he had manipulated his starters a little bit, he could have put up. Like his bench went off too, but
yeah,
it's not like he's gonna fucking start Pacheco over Dalvino.
No, exactly. And who expects Josh Jacobs to score 55 points?
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Like the cards were just stacked against him.
And Jonathan Taylor is like, I don't know if it's the new coach or whatever, but he's starting to put up some better numbers as of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, so fuck the king, but he's also my loser of the week.
You ever gonna call him the faux king?
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Yes, he did. He was the king for a period of time.
He did win the league. Yes, he did.
It's like you don't call Obama faux Obama, you know?
Dude, if Vava had changed his lineup, if Vava had changed his, wouldn't you talk about faux Obama? Go on. Don't let me interrupt.
No, I said yeah. You call him Obama. You don't call him faux Obama. You call him
Did somebody just hit the lag switch? Dude, if Vava had put in Dalton Schultz and maybe like Olave instead of Debo, he could have broken 200.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe he's my loser of the week for having a little scrape at. Has anybody hit 200?
No, we haven't. That has not happened in the league yet. 200.
No.
No, we're still waiting. And I think we actually. So Va actually made a claim to me the other day that he just scored the highest amount of anyone in the league this year. I think that is true because wasn't Loesch at one point like 181? He scored.
No, I don't think that's true. I'd have to go back, but I think I'd hold that record.
Okay, yeah, because I think there's
For
been
this year?
There's been a couple points this season where people have had a situation where they've left 200 on their bench by just not having the right person in, and they got like real high scoring. But I'm trying to do a quick click back now to see if there's anything higher than 187.
Yeah, I scored 189 last year.
Oh,
We're talking about this year,
okay,
though.
so yeah, so that
Week
was the
14.
highest score ever. Was 187
Oh, we're
the
saying
highest
this
score
year?
season? Yeah, this year.
This year, yeah, Voz got it.
Okay, Vaught does have it. Okay, yeah.
You want to hear a weird little scoring thing? Not to bring in other leagues or whatever, but I have like one with my people at my work, and I had never heard of this scoring thing. It's kind of stupid, but I'm never going to ask them to change it because it's kind of fun. It's like if their team wins, like if Jonathan Taylor, if Indianapolis wins, he gets 1 point for his team winning. It's like if the player's team wins, they get 1 point. I think it's so stupid, but I think it's kind of funny.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah.
I know. I like how different leagues. Like I like the rules of our league for the most part, but it's like it's fun. Just having some stupid ass shit for leagues I don't care as much about.
Yeah. I have another league that it's stupid, but it's weird like going into other leagues and like still having like the trade processing and shit like that, and like the double week matchup where it comes playoff times, you 4 people make it and it's 2 weeks per matchup. That's another
Oh yeah,
shit that they do. Yeah, and then the scoring's a
I
little
kind of like that one, but it depends on the number of people in the league, I guess.
just because 4 is just not a lot of people, or 4 people is just not a lot. I mean, it's a 10-person league.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it, but yeah, it's
It goes to show how competitive our league is, though, because in my work one, there's 14 fucking teams, and I'm first place. And in this league, I'm dead last, like not even close.
You also had some terrible luck with your picks.
It is true.
Yeah, I'll get to the state of my team a little later if it comes up on the winners or losers or what have you.
Yeah.
Well, you can make an official announcement when you're ready. Just on the state, yeah, official Spank. You're still Spank Engine, right? Yeah.
I'll probably need to change it up for the playoffs because I lost my Thomas a while back.
Yeah. Well, here, let me throw in my loser of the week here. I think my loser of the week, I'll pick different than what we're looking at here. I'm gonna go with Bums Are Us. Bums Are Us. I think this one should be mentioned. So he lost by 1.3435 points to Big Kirko, Thug, and Cousins. And I don't know if Tuck I can't remember if Tuck had a winning streak, but if he did, it ended. And he fell, and actually, Lazard.
Yeah, he did have a little streak.
He did. How much was it?
I don't know. It just says his streak now is lost 1, so
Yeah.
he at least was coming off a win.
Yeah, so see, and I knew he had beat me 2 weeks ago, so that meant he at least had a 2-game streak. It might have been like a 3-1, but Lazard had a catch at the very end of the game, like in that last drive for the pack, and got him up to 100. He was like 90 something, got him up to 100, and then obviously just sitting waiting, and Kirko won it, and now we're a few days later, and no adjustments changed anything. So we saw that happen to Va last year, but Kirko won it, and now he is in a tougher position. Bums Are Us to try and lock up that Eastern number one spot from me because now 2 games back with 2 games left, and we're 1-1 against each other, which means it would be points for, and I think I'm up on him like 160 points for or something like that. So it would be a tough sledding for him to be able to recover that.
Yeah, but you rest your entire team the last week, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because resting them during what might be the bye week wouldn't be enough. So
Also, going off what you said, poor Bum has only himself to blame because he didn't trust in Trevor Lawrence. Doesn't he know how much of Urban's knowledge this man has swimming around in his head? And he didn't trust him?
Yeah, it actually really pisses me off because him losing directly caused me to get booted to the losers bracket.
that's true because it gave Kirko the 6-6. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Losers bracket's pretty fun though.
I mean, he could have threw in Elijah Mitchell in the flex, but I wouldn't have. I mean, I wouldn't have done that.
But then again, it's like everybody on Kirko's bench he could have thrown in and had a better score.
This is very true.
Almost.
Yeah, that's actually very true. Yeah.
And his D got a goose egg, but not like he could have changed it. But
that was a big win for Kirko. That was, but I won't talk about winners of the week. I'm still focusing on Tuck. So that bum Scrimp is, falling back, trying to take that 1 seat away from me in the East. Fuck him. But all love. Now, so I think that makes him my loser of the week this week.
And okay, yeah. I will move to the winner of the week, right? We're on here.
Go ahead. Let's shift over.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to. I will sacrifice myself, and I'll say Lamar. Lamar, forgive me, is the winner.
Lamar, forgive me.
I guess he was fortunate to be playing me this round. But like standings, yeah, we keep talking about everybody 6-6, 6-6. That moved him up into 6-6.
Yep.
Because if I had won, that wouldn't have changed anything in the league, like landscape, or like my 3-7 record or whatever, or 3-9, I should say. But him getting up to 6-6 gives him like a 78% chance of playoff. And his team did got 116. That would have beaten like 3 or 4 people. Yeah, 4 of us in the league. So, not a bad score. And he had, on his bench, Miles Sanders snapped. I didn't even see that.
And Chris
yeah. And Jacoby Brissy? No, he didn't do anything. But yeah, dude, I knew this game was done when Nick Folk had 15 and the Dolphins D had 20. Looking at the state of my team real quick, that's one thing I've not had all year is defense and kicker have not been snapping. Bills D is like position rank 6, but if you look since week 3, there's only one double-digit game, and it was 10.
Oh, yeah.
And my kickers haven't really done shit. So it's like when you can get 35 like JB did from those two, and a lot of people in the league have been going crazy with the kickers and the D. That's such a bonus. Because I don't know, my team has had some bad luck with injuries, but I mean, I feel like there's probably been some years with worse injury luck in general. But I think what fucked me a lot was I drafted Aaron at a decent spot. He's coming off back-to-back MVPs. I didn't think it was a crazy fucking move. But he hasn't scored he hasn't scored 30 points once, and when you draft someone like that, and I mean that's what, like, you look at all the top teams in our league right now, it's like Sean can get a 50-point game at any time. Va can get a 50-point game at any time. Jalen Hurts could too. It's like a lot of these guys, it's like when you got the dude putting up 50, they could put anything on your back, and my scores have been low as hell, and I'm blaming nobody but Aaron. And I did sell my soul for Deshaun Watson, and I'm kind of hopeful. Because my like I'm taking somebody else, but like I was out of the winners bracket for a while now, so I've been just focused on the last 2 games because you just have to win one of those 2. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so those 2, but the only thing that sucks is that I do like on the little. It is tanking my career win loss, which I think I was at 500 before the season. So this is gonna put a damper on that. But shoot, maybe Deshaun Watson's perv ass can save me from demise. Because
Well, he'll have 10 of his accusers rooting for him.
right, because y'all were kind of meh on talking about him on the pod recently, but last time he was in the league, he was like a top 5, sometimes top 3 fantasy guy. So I don't know if he can go off, then he could save me on like I would have to get lucky. Like either way, like my team would have to snap. But if he can do that, and then Njoku's score would probably go up too, and he's been good. So I think there's a chance. Like I'm not resigned to losing this league. Not at all. I think anything's possible. If I lost the league to Flower that one time, I know anything's fucking possible.
Anything is
Yeah,
possible.
I was just gonna bring up if Flower could not lose the league after his fucking abysmal season. I did not realize that you were on the other end of that shit.
Oh yeah, he lost or he tied his first game with Follow Spike and then lost, or no, he won it on bench points, I think.
Yeah.
And then after that, lost every single game until no, it was the second to last game of the losers bracket because then me and Drizzy played for the deucing.
Yes. Yes.
So he saved himself on the second to last week, and he didn't even I didn't even bomb. I think he just put up like his best score of the season. So yeah, as KG once said, anything's possible.
Shout out KG.
Yeah, always shout out KG.
So yeah, Bizzle. That's a good game for Bizzle getting climbing up in the playoff hopes.
Yeah,
Because it gives him, as far as the 6 teams go, he's got one of the highest percentages. Actually, he's got the 78%. So clearly, the algorithm likes his matchups and tiebreakers going forward. So because Big Kirko's the higher seed right now, but I guess once we get into matchup of the week, we'll see what they're looking like.
Yeah. Yeah, what? That's fair. Jordan, do you want to do your winner?
Yeah. So my winner of the week is going to be Follow Spike, because he continues his little streak that he's on, which is just disgusting to see. But he also takes down one of probably my least favorite league member. That is Ascended Loesch, because he is on the descent. I don't know. This team, he just keeps stacking these dubs. I got a little matchup against him next week, but I mean, we were writing this guy off. We were saying he was dead, saying he was done. What's he doing? He's not making moves. Look at his team. It's trash. And hey, he's starting to come around. He's stacked. I don't know how to access it, but I think it's like 4 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And
It is. Yep.
that's impressive. So sliding him my winner of the week.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, you're not wrong, because when I was surveying like a few weeks ago, or probably 5 weeks ago at this point, I'm looking around at the bottom of the league, like seeing like if I'm going to lose or not. And I totally thought, I'm like, well, it's going to be me and Brendan at the bottom of the probably the deucing game. And if I can take him out, then I could spare myself. But shit, I totally thought he was going to be at the bottom of the losers bracket with me and would be my competition.
I did too.
So
Yeah, I was
that he did what I was like praying for my team to do. But he's got two great QBs. So he's in a pretty good spot. And he's got Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon didn't even play last game.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's sitting on the bench. Joe Mixon, James Conner. Yeah, I mean, and I didn't dislike it. And also, Dad had a massive bust for a while there with Najee Harris, and who's still, I mean, I wouldn't say he's turned back to the first round value pick that Dad picked him at, but I mean, he's 11 now, 11, 27, and 11. I mean, but I mean, throwing him in the flex now because, I mean, you have James Conner back and you have Joe Mixon. So, yeah, I mean, Najee can be a flex. You can kind of keep that double-digit streak up. So, and then he's got Marquise Brown returning from injury too, who's a top 5 receiver before he got hurt. To pair with Kirk, Hawkinson's got a newfound kind of energy here for fantasy now that he's in the Vikings offense. And
dude, I mean, he's reinvigorated his career.
Yeah, you would think, right? Seems like it.
I've never seen. His old profile pic, he looked so depressed, but now he's smiling the biggest grin I've ever seen in my life.
He's still in blue. I think it's the same.
Yeah, you're right. It was the old pic.
That's Vikings blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
That's skull blue, boy.
I gotcha.
Skull.
Yeah,
skull.
No, good. I mean, he's tight end. He's tight end number 3, and not to mention, you were talking about importance of those kind of last 2 positions. Butker being healthy again is, doing his thing. He's got 14 the past 2 weeks, and then the Jets defense is number 5 and has been giving him 9, 10, 11, 9, which is solid. So, yeah, I mean, he's in a good spot. He was hoping to be. I asked him to join us on pod and he couldn't, but he did want to add in. He said he would have loved to talk about his 4-game run. Said prayers up for a playoff bid. And then he said, yeah, I wish I could pop on and trash talk Jay Wett before this week's game. So,
I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what he was really talking about when he said that, but apparently there's a Jay Wett figure he was going to trash talk. So
he's playing me, so I don't know why maybe he's talking about another league.
That's that's true. He might have gotten that confused. He's got his stuff going on. So
Butker, I hardly knew her.
No, but yeah, and once he gets Joe back, he could really be mixing up his lineup.
Who?
Joe
Mixon?
Mama. But no, yeah, it's Joe Mixon.
And he's got the alpha strats of he and the Ascended Loesch both pocketing a backup kicker. That is the league-winning strat.
Yes, in a league where kickers are gone next year, it's important to roster 2.
You're not gonna.
Jordan, I swear to God, we've been cursed by Donathan. Though he teased the fuck out of us.
Oh, 100%.
You snagged him up after some decent weeks. When he put up 4, you dropped him. Then he dropped 23. I picked him up, and then he dropped 2.
Yeah, Donnie is a tease.
Donnie.
What a fucking tease.
God.
No, but listen, once I win the bid for commissioner, I'm executive ordering it. So
hey, listen, I still have
kind of like how you changed the defensive scoring and had everyone start with 9 points.
Without telling anybody.
I'm just gonna happen to remove kickers and be like, oh, I didn't even know that this would change anything.
Listen, I just, not to change the subject, we can go back to it, but I just pulled up a picture for all the viewers to look at of Donathan from Survivor, and now I'm putting it next to Donathan.
People are finally getting it.
And I think it'll make sense to people now. So if you're a listener, go ahead and actually look at the screen for a minute here. Donathan. Cowboys Donathan. Cowboys Donathan.
And Donathan is like a gay dude with the most southern accent you ever heard.
Yeah, he is.
And his name's Donathan.
Didn't his dad hate him or something?
I don't even remember.
That's probably a fair guess.
It's definitely. I guess I'd put my money on.
I remember him crying about something other than being gay. Like, oh, my dad.
And
Dude, holy
did you
shit.
feel for him? Were you
Oh my
like getting
God.
emotionally attached to him?
Was I getting
Dude,
emotionally attached?
dude, I just got
Yes.
I just got a notification on my phone from my Ring doorbell. Milos is right outside my door right now.
No way.
I swear to
Is it
God.
locked?
Hmm?
Is your door
He's-
locked?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He's pissed you called him out about not knowing Brent.
We talking
Or
Grant?
Grant.
Grant.
We
Grant
talking
Perez.
Grant? Yeah, I'll let him freeze up there.
Yeah, you know what? And to be honest, he shouldn't be able to get away with this because let's also look at the fact that Grant doesn't even capitalize the G in his name. So, yeah.
Is that an improper noun? Improper, I suppose.
Let's just go ahead and call
All
him
right.
on that real quick in the chat.
Who do we have? Is that everybody's winner? Is
We got Sean left.
Yeah. So
this is a blazing fast pod?
yeah, so let's see. For for winner of the week, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to I'm gonna run over to JJJ here. Because he put up most points in the league this season. He kept up with me to go 9-3. He really drastically outscored me this week by almost 60 and really closed the gap between our points for who gets the actual number 1 seed if we can both maintain it. And I think he's actually locked it up. I think because with JB being the next highest in the standings in the West, it can't reach him. So I think JJJ did lock up the bye week this week by getting the dub over the King.
Well
the fucking King.
played.
So that there is big in and of itself. Obviously, again, as we've kind of talked about, when we talked about loser of the week, Va has popped off. Josh Jacobs went absolutely nuts. Va could have hit a hundo or 2 hundo, I'm sorry, and
I was gonna say he did hit a hundo.
yeah, and his team's looking pretty solid, like it was scary at the beginning of the year. I think it really just relies on his Josh Jacobs, who he got in like the round where I got Zeke. I actually took Zeke over Josh Jacobs. Is he gonna actually continue to perform like the RB1 in the league like he's currently ranked? And that's scary. So yeah, Vaz that winner of the week for me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue when the man scores 187 points and just absolutely annihilates the King.
Not to mention he kept the Wardussy from Wardle. That is fucking
Sure,
impressive.
which, I mean, now you got to start looking into, like, did Wardle like that Va was connoisseuring his Wardussy and just let him catch a dub?
That's a
Ward's
good.
not flexible enough to like savor his own Wardus.
Exactly. So maybe Va's just got those, those kissing juices flowing, and the Wardussy just wants to stick around.
Jordan, did I tell you what Sean was proposing for like another option for the loser for the deucing?
What's that?
He was saying that like since he has the act, like he can let the person in or whatever, the loser has to like do a naked gritty through his Dr. Phillips classroom.
No, I said through Dr. Phillips. Through Dr. Phillips. It's a big school.
Oh, the whole
naked
school.
gritty. Can I wait till the coldest day so you really don't see anything?
Coldest day and biggest bush.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's see here. I also want to bring up the fact that currently scheduled is JJJ to play the winner of Bums and King of the West.
Ooh, are you skipping ahead?
No, I wanted to throw in sort of finishing off winner of the week, and I just wanted to add in that if they were to match up, that would be the ultimate Wardussy matchup if Va doesn't lose it between now and then. So,
Did Sean just say he wants to finish off his winner of the week? What are you doing to JJJ?
Who knows? But they got their little text that they go back and forth in, and
one of the J's.
That's precious.
Yeah.
All right. We going to the matchup?
Yeah, let's do it. Matchup of the week. Who do you got?
Okay. My matchup of the week is grentperez versus my mute button. Okay, no. My matchup of the week.
The mute always wins that.
Dude, I've got a great add-on right now. Okay. My match of the week is going to be. Ooh, I like this one. I'm liking the looks. Ew. The projection is not pretty, but I like biting kneecaps versus Big Kirko.
Okay.
This one looks spicy. Plus, it's got a lot of fantasy implications. Because
Yes.
do we have 2 weeks left
Correct.
in the book? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if Kirko could manage to take down Sean, he could lose his top. He could, and Bob wins, whatever. He could solidify that Sean loses that top seed. And if Bums R Us goes on a little streak, who knows? Sean could lose his bye week. Wouldn't that be so sad? Well, would he? I don't know. I don't know who has that tiebreaker.
I don't know if it would be that sad, but
I think it'd be pretty sad.
Because I don't know how this
pretty sad.
work. But either way, Big Kirko needs this dub. He's
hey, real quick, your mic got a little muffled.
Yeah,
Did you?
I want to say, a little muffled.
What, me?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, Big Kirko, if he can get this dub, then he'll be sitting pretty in the playoff. He'll be sitting so pretty in the playoff spot, and so that would definitely help him out. But it is looking. The projections are looking. Is there anybody like projected for 0 on his team? I don't know. I can't see it right now, but
No,
I
he
don't
switched
think
everybody
so.
in.
because right now it's 137 Sean and 99.6 for Big Kirky. I'm projected for higher. That's an ego boost. But yeah. So that's my matchup of the week. I kind of like that one. Plus,
Yeah,
it's like a little rivalry because they're boys from Melby.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like a rivalry between Jay Drizzy and Seabass, like a friendly rivalry sort of thing.
No, definitely.
Yeah, it's more of like less
Yeah.
rivalry, more like just lovers,
Oh.
like friendly lovers, like no gay shit, obviously.
No, right. That's
But-
not what you meant. Yeah.
No. Yeah, but I'll definitely be rooting for, as much as I hate to say it, bidding the Caps, just because obviously I got to get a dub, but
Whoa!
as many of these 6 and 6ers that can lose, that shit helps me out a lot.
All right, who's your matchup?
So my matchup of the week, I'm gonna go ahead and talk. I'll give you something to talk about, and I'm gonna look at King of the West versus the Bums.
Ooh.
Just because, actually, let me, because I do have a matchup against King of the West in week 14, I can afford for him to lose, or for him to win or lose either way. So I guess I'll be more focused on JJJ versus Lamar.
Wait, Marston? Oh wait, no, he's now Lamar. Forgive me, but can't even.
Yeah, he's Lamar.
He gave up his last name.
Lamar, forgive me. Because I need these 6 and 6ers to take L's at the same time as I catch a dub. Because that's the only way I'm getting into the winners bracket. I really want to avoid losers, and that's why I'll be watching JJJ versus Lamar. Forgive me, and I'll also be singing "Cherry Wine" in my deepest voice possible.
I thought for a second you said Grant Perez.
Do you think that JB is going to be typing in the message board? Do you think? Actually, I'm going to save it for my IC lot. Never mind. Sorry, Bizzle. You'll have to wait another half hour.
All right. Yeah. So my matchup of the week I'm looking at is I'm looking at living in Babylon versus Follow Spike, because this right here is going to be the deal sealer for Jordan Dry here, our co-host. If
Hey,
you
on a
take,
side note, please don't ever use my full name in this.
oh yeah, your full name's already on the screen, so I mean,
Oh,
yeah, it's right there. So, yeah, this is it for you. You have to win out. You have to win out. You don't have another option, I don't think, because I think the lowest seed is 6-6, and I think the way the math works out, right? I mean, at least one of them is going to end up with 7, right? At least a couple, or maybe it doesn't have to. Is it possible for you to make it at 6 and 7 via tiebreaker? Is that a thing? If you were to, or wouldn't it be? No, you'd have to win next week.
I mean,
So.
I've beat Kirko. I'm pretty sure I've beat Lamar. Forgive me. And if I'm not mistaken, I beat the King.
Okay, so 6 and 8, depending on their losses, you could still jump in there if you.
Yeah,
Well, but if there's even if he's beat them all, well, maybe that would work.
Brennan will automatically get 7, so that would mean me, Va, Tuck, Brennan, and that leaves 2 spots, and both King or all of King, Thuggin, and Lamar.
All of King.
Oh, actually, I lost to Lamar.
You did. Okay. So
I did.
So if you
Awkward.
lost to Lamar, then you wouldn't be able to. But then it does the weird tiebreaker of points 4 when there's more than one.
Yeah, which I'm up there
You're
for
winning
points
that
for.
by a lot.
I don't think it's always more than one. I think it's just if like there's not a clear cut one has beaten all the others. I'm not.
Okay.
I can never remember, and I have not been researching because I'm so far out of it.
So maybe then there is a path if you lose this week, but obviously you want to secure the dub to give yourself a better shot in the last coming week here. But this is a big one either way, and Follow Spike here is on a 4-game streak, so he's got a lot of momentum going into it. The projection, which doesn't matter, favors you. Looks like he's starting Herbert over Tua,
Pronounce his
and
full name.
He's got James Conner and Marquise.
Pronounce his full name.
Who?
Tua.
Tua Tagovailoa? Tungon Vailoa?
All right, continue.
Tongue. Yeah, I think it's tongue my Volvo.
Tongue my Volvo. Okay, yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, you're catching one of his. You're catching his defense on the bye. Oh no, he's sitting the defense. Interesting. Never mind. And you're catching James.
Wait, he's
Conner
sitting on his D.
Yeah, he's sitting on the D. So James Conner's on the bye. And so it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing who comes out on top of this, because this really will strongly solidify the playoff chance for whoever wins this, I'd say.
Yeah, I definitely need to catch that dub.
Yeah, I'll be paying close attention. All right, well then let's go ahead and move on into we're going to hit the offers report. Let's see what movement has been going on this week. Now, we did do the pod on Wednesday last week, so we're kicking it off with Thursday, right? Right? Am I right here?
No, we're kicking it. We did on Tuesday. We're kicking it off with Wednesday.
Right. Oh, that was the thing. It's the holiday. All right, so I'll go ahead and take this so that you can take the budget summary.
Oh, yay.
Give you a little break. So we have a lot of movement on this past Wednesday. From the
someone was spanking that engine.
He was spanking that engine to make moves, money moves, which also great money move getting P. Ryan on your roster. With the
it was a great 1 week move. Yeah, I like it. And who knows if Mixon gets hurt again, then he's going to be the guy. So yeah, that one paid off.
Yeah, James Robinson ad.
That one was a bust.
Cam Akers ad.
Bust, but throwing the darts out. I had money to spend,
using
so
cash. Damian Harris ad. He's still on your team, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then Donnie the tease, and then Evan McPherson, not added by you. Derek Carr added by Va, who he beat me out. I put $0. I wanted him as my backup QB. Didn't get him. And then Titans defense, Tuck added for 0. Wait. I didn't realize you two were duking it out for Donnie.
Yeah, I
in
wanted him
Babylon,
back.
$0 ad unsuccessful for the Donathan.
You thought he was worth that little, bro? Come on.
Come
And
on.
I dropped Gug. I also got teased by MF Gug, like Jordan keeps doing too.
Well, I was gonna say I saw Gug on your roster. I was like, no way anyone's going for Donnie.
This
It's
is
like you can't fuck the Gug.
this says a lot about you that you'd go back to such a big tease in Donnie.
Well, I just wanted to have a kicker on my bench.
All right, you wanted winning moves, yeah. And then you actually beat out for P Ryan. You beat out Va because Va put $0 down, thinking no one would go for it. Interesting move.
What a
by Va.
broke bitch.
And then Thursday, you had King of the West add Juwan Johnson for $5 because I had dropped him. I think the day before. I thought I did at least. Oh no, maybe that was the week before. But he got added. I added the Chiefs D for $3. Which this was a Thursday bidding war. King of the West added the Chiefs D for $1, or tried to beat him out. So spent the money wisely, adding the $3.
Nice.
And then
What is with was Wardle going for the? He was trying to spend cash on a Thursday this time, dropping the $5 Thursday tight end.
Yeah, he was. Let me double check myself Juwan Johnson was not dropped by anybody on the Wednesday. I guess I had dropped him the week before for Higbee.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that aspect, but
but he wasn't though. He was just sitting on there on Wednesday, so he didn't need to spend the money. And then AJ Dillon, a $0 ad by Driz, and then on Friday we had a money spending ad from Lamar Forgive Me for the Dolphins defense, $5, which you can't really rip when they put up 20, right? I mean,
oh, you could still rip, but
yeah,
you just won't sound very intelligent.
4 points per dollar. What's the value there?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that's a great value actually. And then Brissett, the $0 ad. So he knows how to $0 ad, but yet he paid $5 for the Dolphins. That's interesting. And then Saturday, Paris Campbell was added for $2 by Va. So people are just choosing to spend.
Oh my God, is that why Va kept telling me he was getting Eiffel Towered because he picked up Paris? No, it was probably something else.
It had to be something else. No one Va.
Yeah.
And you dropped the Red Rocket. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah, this is a mess of a segment here. What are people doing? All right, and so yesterday, we get to yesterday. Lamar Forgive Me adds Benny Snell Jr., drops Jacoby Brissett for $36. Benny Snell does not have another attempt at an ad. Did Benny Snell? Why? What team is he on?
So I think Najee might be hurt or something.
Yes, Snell got
he just
14 points of a touchdown.
Yeah, he had 14 points with Najee healthy. So Harris was in and out of the game and got ruled out due to an injury. Jalen Warren wasn't active, so Snell took over.
I was thinking about picking up Benny Snell, but then I said Najee.
So yeah, interesting $36 ad, but hey, he's spending money he's got. So he's just trying to express that we're broken. He's not. George Pickens added for 15 by Spike. No one else competed for Pickens, but Spike spending some money, dropping that extra kicker he was rostering.
Oh shit!
So there's that. Succop is dropped, or Suckup, however you pronounce it. Now for the big bidding, 3 people were going after Zonovan Knight, who is the New York Jets running back, got some work after some injuries, and now Bums got him for $10. Spank Engine went after him for $6. Any reason you weren't willing to loosen up the wallet for him?
I think I have 26 left, and I'm just thinking about those last couple weeks because I don't know if this dude is gonna you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't tell if he's gonna be worth me blown up
And
because
you're looking forward to next season, starting with $126.
yeah, no, exactly. So yeah, that's mainly it. I want to save up, but yeah, I want to because I don't know, it's worth it for Tuck. I don't blame him. Like I mean, I was going for him, but I'm I'm waiting to see if like there's some other because I don't want to exhaust all my shit and then not have enough money and lose the league because of it. Which has been my mindset for a fucking long minute, and that's why I'm losing the league too. But
Fair enough.
Fair. Yeah, and JJJ also put in a bid. $3 didn't get him. So Zay Jones got added by Bums as well. Bums had some activity where he actually had 3 ads. Bums added Zay Jones for $8. There was not another bid on Zay Jones. Even though I will say I was actually considering for a minute to replace swapping him with Jacoby Myers, but didn't make the move. Glad I only had the money to compete with $8. So,
coward.
And then Browns D added by Bums for $1. Evan McPherson.
That's kind of ironic because wouldn't you get a Brown D if you entered it into a bum?
That is true.
Well, Bums has also always wanted a Brown D as opposed to the scrimp that he's got.
That is wow.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, that's why he spent $1 on it. He didn't spend nothing.
There's clear value in that, and actually he beat out a faux king that wanted a Brown D.
Wow.
Maybe because he couldn't reclaim his Wardussy, he wanted a Brown D. Or maybe the Brown D is what kept his Wardussy. Wait a second. Hold on a second here. $0 ad unsuccessful though, because again Tuck. And then interesting. So emphasis on McPherson over the Gug. Are you saying fug the Gug here? Because you put 0 on both. And that means you just prioritize McPherson over Gug.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend $1 on a kicker, but I mean, McPherson was my dude I drafted. Didn't really do much until I dropped him, of course.
That's kickers.
17 and then 9. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll get him back. We'll see. They're playing
Money Mac.
Yeah, so yeah, I grabbed him back. I like him better than the Gug has wronged me. I like Fug the Gug.
You don't go back to teases like Jordan does. Or attempt to.
I mean, I went from his
What do you mean? He tried to get the Gug again.
No, God.
I watched. I mean, that being said, every time Jordan got teased, I just picked up his tease the next week. So
it's almost like you wanted the tease.
Yeah. It feels good.
Well, no shame in that. And that actually wraps up our offers report here. So let's head over to the budget summary where we go.
All right, budget summary. Sitting at the top, $73. Follow Spike. And then we go to JJJ at $62. Then we have Ascended Loesch at $52. Living in Babylon, $51. King of the West, $42. And then we look at Lamar Forgive Me at $36. $32. Big Kirko Thuggins Cousins. And then we have $26. Ted Siemens, Thomas the Spank Engine. Bums Are Us at $11. And the Lowly Biting Kneecaps at $5.
Got no money.
Broke bitch.
Yeah, that's me. Broke, got nothing. So it's that $5 will go a long way for something, I'm sure. I guess I get to keep it once and it rolls over to the next season, so might as well hold on to some. All right, well that leads us into our next segment. That was a riveting free agent budget summary. You really took your time with that. But
Fab.
Fab baby. So let's head over to some. Oh, well, let's break down let's break down the playoff bracket real quick. Again, jump ahead. Let's take a look at who's sitting where. We got right now. I've got the number 1 because the tiebreaker over Vox. I beat him. And then Vaz got 9-3, and he's not number 2. Both have the bye week. at the 3 seed facing up against the 6 seed, which I spoiled earlier. King of the West and Bums, one of them would face Va at this moment. And then 4 and 5, Kirko, Thug, and Cousins, and Lamar Forgive Me would face off, and then I would face one of them in the second round. And in the consolation ladder losers bracket fight for the deucing, we have 7 and 8, Follow Spike and Babylon, who are matching up this week. Interesting. And then Ascended Loesch and Spank Engine, who are matching up this week. So this is
interesting.
Is this like a pre-losers bracket little matchup tease we get here?
You're putting that on Drizzy?
Huh?
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll body Loesch twice.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. Look at the breakdown, and like I said earlier, what we've been saying, we're getting to that point where it's 4 6-6 teams, a 5 and 7 team. You know, it's gonna get cluttered once again, as Harambe always seems to like. So, that said, that leads us into our Icy Hot Takes, sponsored by Shaquille O'Neal. And guest, if you would like to go first with your Icy Hot, I know you were saving it for Bizzle.
Oh boy, I've got an icy hot take. All right, so I'm looking at a specific matchup this week. I'm looking at J versus Lamar Forgive Me. Okay, so the game, I don't know the total score. I'm guessing it's going to be a decent scoring game. But after Sunday's action, Vava is going to be up by 3 points. So he's looking good. Well, actually, no, because, 3 points, he can't be feeling too confident because JB has his main... No, I got this all wrong. I hate myself. Okay, JB is going to be JJ by 3 points. JB's going to be up. And he's going to be feeling so good because what? He's 6 and 6. He needs these dubs. He can't fall into the losers bracket. But he has his succubus, the person he cannot let go of, Taysom Avatar Hill, in his tight end slot. And Taysom Hill is going to throw 2 interceptions, minus 4 points, and lose him the game and send him to the doomed losers bracket.
Oh,
jeez.
Oh my goodness. That would be not only icy, but hot.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, wanted to give a consolation. I heard the other day, I'm sorry that shakaroni tore up your asshole that one night, bro.
It was tough. It hurt.
I was just thinking earlier this pod, do you think Shaq's beehole looks like a shakaroni?
One would hope.
It does taste like one.
That he commits to the bit.
What? I'd guess it tastes like one.
I just mean the actual roni, not the whole pie.
Right.
Oh. Well, I mean, he is a bigger guy, so
yeah,
probably is about the size of a roni. What you got, host?
You're throwing it at me, buying yourself a little more time.
No, I got mine ready to rock if you want me to rock.
Yeah, rock. Let me buy myself some.
Alright, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Tell me you're not rock.
So I am rock. My icy hot take is Spank Engine. As much as I love you, you will not win another regular season game. But then you'll go undefeated in the losers bracket, and you will not lose the league.
Undefeated, goddamn.
So this is
I'll take it.
Fucking turnaround.
On the shoulders of a saint, Deshaun Watson.
Saint Watson.
All right. No, that's a good one. Here's, you know what? It's time to go a little icy hot take here.
I'm looking at Deshaun Watson's projection. I'll give you a little more time, Sean.
Beautiful.
This little projection says all this terrible stuff. Watson served an 11-game suspension without pay after being accused by more than 24 women of sexual misconduct during massage sessions. He was deemed to have violated the league's personal conduct policy by committing sexual assault, as defined by the NFL, on massage therapists. He was also fined $5 million and had to undergo mandatory treatment program. Now eligible to return, Watson has the supporting cast to put up QB1 production right away.
And he does. I mean, you look at
That's it. Like, his projection for the week is all of his crimes, and like a millimeter of he'll be a QB1. He'll be good.
he'll be good. Well, it's very interesting. You'd think someone that sexually assaulted you, you'd want to just have them out of your life, not be around them, but instead you get box seats to go watch him start.
To root against him. To root for his demise.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, let's just pay money to the organization that allowed him to do these things.
Yeah, that
swept
part
it
of
under
it-
the rug.
That part of it's not pretty.
Well,
Solid.
all right. So my
Solid.
icy hot. I'm kind of going in a bit of a different direction than I went
Big surprise.
when I did an icy hot with your chances of making the playoffs. Spank engine. I'm going.
What
I'm
was
going with this?
Speaking of which, what is icy about that take? How was that an icy hot take?
What was the icy?
That I would make a 1%. I would make the playoffs on a 1% chance.
That was just a throwaway.
Yeah, I guess there's no icy in that.
So oh my god!
I guess there wasn't icy in that. I guess
Some
I have to go
people
back
just
and
don't
hear it and see if
understand
I
this
can
segment.
find
The
the
seg-
way- the-
Do you
the
understand our
icy in it.
sponsor?
What's that?
Do you understand our sponsor? Shaq expects things.
Trust me, I think I lost that week. I gave that take.
Shaq has one member of all of our families hostage.
Shaq, and he's force feeding them shacaronis.
Which, trust me, it's not good for you.
He has one member of each of our families in a human centipede and giving the front person a full shakaroni. And
Honestly,
the whole-
the person at the end is probably better off.
Why? Isn't it like explosive diarrhea like every 5 minutes?
It's just like a rock in your gut. At least it was for me.
Mm.
Wait, did you shit out a perfect shakaroni diamond?
There's so much pressure. And pressure makes diamonds.
All right.
Look.
Yeah, let's see. So here's an icy hot. All right. Bums R Us. Bums R Us currently sits at a 97% chance to make the playoffs. So there is a world where enough people win the right amount of games, and he drops both of his to end at 7-7, and people will get in over him. And here's where I'm going to start. He's won 5 of the last 7. He's put up 100 in I think every single one of those games. I'm looking at it now. It looks like he has. And so I think Tuck's not bad in the points for department. He's got what, 1449. He's I think he's close to the top half of the league. I think he's in the top half. Yeah, top 5. Okay. So here's
Top five.
I think Tuck stays in that top five scoring these next 2 weeks. I think, in fact, he actually does a little bit better than that. I think he ends up over the next 2 weeks one of the top 3 scorers. Actually, no, let's say top 4. But I think what he's going to do is he's going to end up playing 2 people who just kill him score-wise. He's going to sink down, and whatever tiebreaker needs to happen happens, and Tuck ends up being seed number, what would that put him? Seed number 7. So the top seed in the losers bracket, and Tuck misses the playoffs.
Wow.
Damn. I had an icy hot take earlier this season that when Tuck's team was asked, he was kind of bad at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I guess because he was cheeks or whatever. And then my prediction was that he was going to make the playoff and Sean was going to not get the bye week and Bum's just gonna knock him out in the first round. Wouldn't that be cool if my icy hot came true?
Would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Also, I just
like that.
thought of I just realized something. I'm wondering if there's like a hidden message in Bums R Us's name. Bums R Us spelled backward is Sir Smub. Who is Smub?
Holy shit. Because Tuck's never been this active in the league.
No.
No, he hasn't.
I'm not making any accusations, but this is no way coincidence.
Are you saying Sir Smub is running his team?
Sir Smub.
It might be.
Oh my god! We've cracked it. Is it? It's what the fuck?
Sir
Smub probably has a big D too.
Oh yeah, that's why he disguises it with the whole scrimp act.
Oh my gosh. We got to get to the bottom of who Sir Smub is right after we determine who Grent is.
Well, we know who Grent is. Grent is a low end fucking indie pop artist who.
Oh, that's right. He sings that song Cherry Wine.
Yeah, it sound.
Is that the sequel to
Did you have
Chocolate
that
Rain?
queued up, ready to play?
Cherry Wine.
Oh.
Do you think
He's gotta
Lois
sing it.
is Lois gonna get do you think Lois put a cease and desist on the Chocolate Rain guy for stealing his vocal stylings?
Loesch is even lower than the Chocolate Rain guy.
Lois is getting sprayed by his Chocolate Rain.
He's that guy that likes to sit under glass tables as people shit on the top.
Spraying it cracks and falls through.
Oh.
Hey, that Shakaroni deuce would have just shattered a glass
Cut
table.
Cut right through it.
Like it was falling at terminal velocity. I had to buckle in for that one. I installed a seatbelt on my toilet just for the Shakaroni.
That's hot.
So you were like gripping two poles like you're in a space like oh my god.
I had one of those like over the shoulder seatbelts that they give you for the Doctor Doom ride.
At Icon Park.
Is it Icon now?
No, what is that Orlando?
Islands of Adventure.
Oh yeah. Dr. Doom's at Islands of Adventure.
No, I'm talking about that little that tragic vid of that kid.
Yeah.
One of those.
That is. I'm pretty sure that is Icon.
That was Icon. Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Tubbs.
Yeah. But hey, our last segment, our favorite segment, the
on the high note
projections. Final standing projection, sponsored by Snickers. Maybe the team just needs a Snickers. Let's take a look.
Real quick, it's interesting that you support all these corporations so heavily.
So you say all of these. Name one besides Snickers.
Icy Hot.
Icy Hot.
Okay, well, Shaq is probably a company.
We've been supporting Icy Hot though.
It's just funny. You think you would drop those sponsors? You know, kind of like how Bernie doesn't accept donations from. Oh wait, he does.
From what?
What segment is this?
From who? Bernie doesn't accept. He's grassroots. He doesn't accept shit from anyone except.
Yeah, he's grassroots.
He is.
He's smoking a lot of grass.
Yeah, sure. Hey, he probably did in his day. He probably does now.
You would let Bernie touch your root, wouldn't you?
Listen, there's things I'd let Bernie do that I'm not going to discuss on this pod. But
you would fucking hit Bernie up, have him come over, open up a bottle of white wine, and just blast some Grent all night.
Do you think Bernie even knows who Grent is? I think actually it's more fair to ask a question. Does Grent know who Bernie is?
Grent definitely knows who Bernie is. Grent is a Seattle liberal.
Yeah. Well, these standings looking pretty much the same. Finally, with Loesch pretty much knocked out of the playoff spot, they're giving him that number 9 spot right before Thomas the Spank Engine.
No, screw free agent budget, all that. This segment is ass. This is the worst segment of the show. Because I'm pretty sure you don't have a screenshot of last week's, do you? Half the time you're like, I think it changed.
Correct.
This
We're
segment,
just like,
this segment
looks
is
about
awful,
the
but I
same.
started it, so I figured I'd finish it.
Well, if you like had a picture of the last one and just marked any changes from the week to week, it might be okay. But
Listen, that would require this segment making sense.
Snickers is probably trying to pay the pod to remove their name.
Anyway, let me continue with this thrilling segment. Living in
Oh my
Babylon.
God.
Hey, you're in the losers bracket, but you're projected 4. So there's still hope, apparently, according to Watson, that you're going to pull it out, make the playoffs. How's that make you
I mean,
feel?
the last time I pulled it out, I got in a lot of trouble. The cops are still visiting me, making sure that I'm where I'm saying I am. So we'll see.
Okay.
See what happens.
Yeah, and from what I can recall, since I didn't take notes, the rest is pretty much the same, except maybe Lamar jumping to 5. From 10 where he was projected at the beginning. So bump into 3, all that fun stuff. And Follow Spike looking like they're saying Follow Spike will make the playoffs. So in fact, according to this lineup, it's me and Va and Tuck. It might just be because you're both me, Va, Tuck, you, Jordan, and 5 is we got sitting at 5. Oh, Lamar, and then 6 is Follow Spike. So they've got their own little projection for who they think is going to be in the bracket. Interesting. So, yeah, it's a wrap on that one. That was so great, wasn't it?
No, that was good.
Thank you. Anyway, so hey, we've hit the end here. Big week coming up in fantasy, but are there any final words, especially starting with you, guests, that you'd like to say to the league?
All right. All right, league. It's me. What you know?
Hey,
You've been sleeping on me.
talk to him.
You've been sleeping on me for weeks and weeks and weeks. And hey, you know what? I took a few L's. I took a couple L's along the way.
Talk to him.
But the regular season don't matter, baby.
Preach.
The regular season don't fucking matter. My team is built for week 16 and week 17. Catch me there. Anybody who catches me on either of those weeks, you gonna regret it. I'm riding with my boy, my moral compass,
Broncos country.
Deshaun Watson.
You had to throw
And that
compass in there?
Deshaun Watson has the Harambedome seal of approval. Sean gave it to me before the show.
Hashtag innocent till proven guilty.
Hashtag not trill tea. That is all.
I like it.
Oh, hey guys, can I say something? It's me, Wardle. I've been talking about as much as I did last time.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Wardo.
Well, I just want to say, in solidarity of Deshaun, I'm thinking of just benching my whole team so I lose the league. That's it.
Hey, you said it here. So now you have to do it.
That's true. That is true.
That's brave of you. That's real brave of you.
If I don't do it, I have to do the punishment. All of the options at once.
That's brave.
No.
We'll bring a basketball hoop into Waffle House
With the hot chip, yeah.
with the hot chip, and you'll pay for probably my meal.
Also, I will only be eating blue waffles from Waffle House. That's it.
Hey, Wardle, you're brave, man.
No,
You're real brave.
That's commendable. For sure.
Thanks, guys. That's really nice.
Well, now that Wardle said his bit, do we have you got anything, Jordan?
Yeah, I'd like to say before next week rolls around and more falsehoods get spewed about me, I will not be on next week. I will be in a remote location with limited internet access, and yeah, I won't be able to be on the pod. So before someone comes on here, is like, "Oh, he never hit us up. We don't know where he is. I don't know what it." I'm just letting people know now. This is planned ahead of time. So
Is this like some kind of Alex Jones Burning Man where everyone's off the grid or something?
no, I'm going hunting, and I just
Hunting
won't
for
have
Tang? For Punan?
hunting for my inner voice. Let's just say a lot of ayahuasca, a lot of mushrooms,
Is that why
more
Aaron?
ayahuasca.
Is that why Aaron's taking off next week?
Yes, it is. Me and him in the woods, in a cabin, just gallons of ayahuasca, even more jankum, and yeah, it's gonna get rowdy.
What do you think makes you shit more, ayahuasca or the shakaroni?
If if ayahuasca makes you shit more, I would I wouldn't believe it. Someone told me.
I kind of want a shakaroni now. It's kind of like a cleanse, right? The shakaroni cleanse.
Yeah, you're cleansing your system for sure of any leftover.
It is, and when I was sitting there, I had one of those prayers to the Almighty Lord, letting Him know I would never eat another shakaroni. Just please spare me, God, please, please, I'll be good. I'll be a good boy.
New new punishment idea. You have to eat an entire shakaroni, but you also have to plug your butthole with a pepperoncini. So
Oh,
you just like explode inside.
Maybe that's where I went wrong. I didn't eat the pepperoncini.
oh, that is where you went wrong then. Yeah.
But yeah, just so I'm putting it out there so more lies don't get put on my name.
No one would spread lies about you in the first place. So.
Yeah, you did last time, so.
No lies. So.
Honest, all he does is lie. First the basketball, now this. I'm still not over that.
What
Yeah,
about
the
basketball?
What about the basketball? The one that ended my professional career?
Oh.
He had to coach from the sidelines with his fan in the stands cheering for him.
Yeah, that you should have jumped off your bed.
Yeah, you saw what I did to Wardle. You're like, damn, he can't go to the league and do that to every Celtics player. That would suck. And so you fucking...
You were on the phone with Danny Ainge like the night before.
Yeah, because IT was hurt. He needed me.
Jordan, who is a worse roommate, Sean or Beetle Bailey?
This is another lie that's constantly just pushed to the media and to the world. Beetle Bailey was not my roommate. Okay? I don't know who his roommate was. He definitely spent a lot of time in my room, to my ire. I did not enjoy him being in my room. But he was...
Did you and
when we
him-
laid our heads down, he was not in the bed opposite.
But did you ever mate in your room?
Did I ever mate? Me and Beetle Bailey? Listen, I can either confirm or deny.
Is there a little Bailey running around?
Little Jordan Bailey.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what that kid's up to.
Was he was he in the army? Is that what we call him, Beetle Bailey?
I think he tried to do ROTC, but quit or something.
Don't ask, don't tell, sort of thing.
Exactly. Don't perch,
They heard
don't
about-
fail. Something
They
like
heard
that.
about he and his roommate mating.
Well,
No, what happened is he ran into Loesch at the top of the Sundome, and they got into a little scuffle that turned into some kisses and turned into more.
Wait, I forgot about this. Did Loesch thought he could get on top of the Sundome, right?
I think Loesch claimed that he has been on top of the Sundome.
I forgot about this. I feel like we stood on the parking garage, look at the Sundome, and we're like, "There's no goddamn way."
Yeah, he's like, oh, dude, I just wander the campus at 3 a.m. and I can get on the Sundome.
yeah, sure.
Is that the ultimate perch?
It would be if you could get up there.
Yeah, I would say so. No, man. Well, stay tuned to next week. if you're still listening, if you made it through the fucking Watson segment, you're listening to all the extra stuff. Stay tuned till next week, where I will have a guest and a co-host, pulling both, and it'll be an interesting one. So we'll be even closer to playoffs. So yeah, Jordan, for whatever reason, since he hasn't told me yet, is missing a big one here. But I guess we'll
Just told you I'll be hunting
I
up in
guess
New
I'll-
York.
I guess I'll have to tell you guys why he's not here next week. So,
I
yeah.
literally just said it.
All right. Well, anyway, you'll know next week. Harambe's will. May it always be done.